Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I just wanted to talk about angry or anger and what is the exact need, or say what is the exact idea behind having this anger or getting this anger, and what was the exact purpose that we have this anger, and what are the uses of anger. So keep watching this video to know this. So I guess this is one of that rarest videos where you have not come across till now, I believe. I don't know, but most of the people, or say most of the things, or say most of the scenarios wherein come across, all of them have to describe that anger is bad for you and anger is not good for your health and everything. So there will be a commonness doubt for us that, like, if anger is so bad, like, why are we getting it so often? Like, there must be something happening, or say there must be some backstory behind that, like why we are having this anger in the first place, if it is so harmful for us. So if you get back to the evolutionary aspect, like we are some of the evolutionary, or say some of the end products of the development in the early man, if you know. Like, we evolved from something called as early men, or nomads, if you say, who used to go around in jungles, or say in forests, and hunt gatherers, if you say. They can be called as hunt gatherers, wherein the food, they should have worked a lot to gather their food, and there wasn't any kind of civilization and everything. So in part, in due course of time, we are the ones of, like, we are the current generation, but if you go back, from there only we evolved. So back then, life was not so easy. In fact, not at all so easy like it is right now. They used to survival. For their survival, they used to fight it for every day when it comes to food, or when it comes to protecting themselves and their family from the wild animals. So it was a kind of war every day for early men, or women for that matter. So for them, anger is a physiological response. That means it's a part of normal human being. And anger is something which gets triggered when there is any kind of external threat, or when there is any kind of idea going in mind that someone or something is going to attack you, and you have to attack back, like, within no time. So that's the reason, whenever we get angry, or say whenever we get anger, or whenever we are angry, if you have that idea, or say at least when someone else is in that state of mind, just observe them, like how they are completely shouting, and how they are, like, of course, if you closely observe, they may be even shaking. Tremors may also be there, and the mouth becomes dry, and somehow the tone of the voice that shakes, and somehow they want to grab something and throw at us. Why these all things happens is, anger generally tend to trigger something called as sympathetic nervous system, which is a part of automatic functioning of the body that falls under autonomic nervous system, which is involuntary. Like, we don't have control over that directly, but through the sense organs, or through the situations we come across, we tend to send some kind of signals, and according to that signals, this response is provoked. It may be like flight or fight. Like, you can either flight, that means you can either escape from that situation, or fight, or you can fight back in that situation. So there is a scenario I just want to explain. So the early man just was walking, and suddenly if he encounters a wild animal, sympathetic nervous system works in such a way that within no time, the blood circulation from the central organs, that means out of digestive organs, or say somewhat from that to called as visceral organs, which can be stopped for some times. That blood supply is completely diverted externally in the form of, like, muscles to the legs, so that they can run fastly away from that wild animal, or to the hands, so that they can grab something and kill the wild animal that is attacking them. And in that way, so that they can grab and kill that animal. So these hands and legs, the circulation widens, or say the supply completely diverts off, and from mouth also, mouth becomes dry because even the circulation and the blood supply, or say the blood pressure also rises up. So in this process of these physiological changes, that prepares one to fight or flight in that given situations. Coming to the current scenario, most of the situations wherein we get angry are the situations we somehow mentally pictured as something wherein we are getting attacked. That may not be physically, as the early men got attacked physically. That may be in such a way that our pride is, or say our ego or expectations are hurt, and immediately the switch of sympathetic nervous system is turned on and we completely stop thinking, because sympathetic nervous system switching on was applicable to the scenarios wherein your thinking shouldn't work. You should act without thinking, that otherwise if you stop thinking what to do, you'll be dead. Okay, so that is something, the purpose of anger, or say getting angry or all that stuff. But exactly unable to understand where we have to apply that, we are completely confused and getting angry all the way around, and getting angry for each and everything, and we're switching on sympathetic nervous system unnecessarily, not knowing what are the consequences that will be we'll be getting by constantly triggering this switch of anger. Most of the people fall into the trap of, or say the habit of getting angry. So that's what I just wanted to clearly explain, why we get angry and everything. It has its own importance, or say need, but we used to have that needs in the past, where we were like, there is a constant threat of us, or say for us, of being attacked physically from external circumstances, which is not currently happening. So it's not needed right now to get anger, or say being angry for small issues, because we are damaging our own bodies in that process. So that's what anger's importance is. And so how to get rid of that anger, or say at least get into a controllable point in handling that anger, I'll be sharing in some future videos from my own experience as well. Though I'm preaching so much, I'm someone who gets angry easily, very very easily. So how did I deal with that stuff, I'll be dealing in the future videos. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel for such more videos on mental health as well. Till then, bye bye and have a great day, guys. Bye.